drifts off like it's thinking aloud, folding sunlight through open doors. I walk slow as if time forgot, as if the ground remembers more. A tune escapes from someone's room, half a hum, half a sigh in disguise. The quiet feels almost alive, a pulse beneath familiar skies. It isn't joy that shouts or spins, it's the warmth that lingers thin, a tiny truth I almost missed. The world is calm when it insists. Oh, this gentle kind of day, it hums and then it fades away. Not bright, not loud, just softly near, the kind of peace you almost hear. It doesn't rush, it doesn't plead, just gives you more than you might need. A quiet song the breeze will play, a gentle kind of day. Later comes like silver dust, the streets now breathe a slower tune. The sky leans low, a tender hush, a promise held beneath the moon. I catch my face in passing glass, a stranger I somehow still know. Maybe joy's not meant to last, it's meant to come then let you grow. I used to chase the brighter flame, but found my peace in smaller frames. There's beauty when the noise is gone, a soft reminder to belong. Oh, this gentle kind of day, it hums and then it fades away. Not bright, not loud, just softly near, the kind of peace you almost hear. It doesn't rush, it doesn't plead, just gives you more than you might need. A quiet song the breeze will play, a gentle kind of day. Happiness was never far, just resting where the still things are. No grand parade, no words to say, just this gentle kind of day. Brushing my sleeve like it knew my name, a breath too cold for comfort, but soft enough to make me stay. The trees are half undressed, their colors learning how to fade. I take the long way just to feel the quiet trembling in the shade. Something stirs between the chill and light, a heartbeat I can almost find. The air tastes new but old somehow, like promises that never die. Autumn hums beneath my skin, a pulse I can't quite understand. It feels like missing, feels like hope, a secret pressed into my hand. The sky turns gold and holds its breath, and I do too, though I don't know yet if this warmth is leaving or just learning where to begin. There's rhythm in the way the clouds move slow, a softness that pretends it's brave. My heart keeps catching on the breeze, like it's trying not to misbehave. The streets remember someone's laughter, but it doesn't echo quite the same. I chase the sound and lose my step, then smile, maybe that's the game. There's beauty hiding in the cold, a tenderness I can't control. I breathe it in, I let it sting. It feels like losing and unfolding. Autumn hums beneath my skin, a pulse between the now and then. It feels like almost, feels like more, a door I'm scared to walk through again. The air is thin but somehow wide, and I'm not sure if I should hide, 'cause this chill keeps whispering, you're alive, you're alive. Drifts out, the night drifts in. Somewhere between us start again, and every leaf that hits the ground sounds like a yes I can't defend.
There's a hush between the branches, like the world forgot to breathe. A slow sigh of amber sunlight falling quiet on the leaves. I walk past houses that keep their warmth, folded neat behind the glass. And somewhere between the drift of wind, I feel the year begin to pass. The ground is soft with stories told, every step a gentle sound. Even silence feels like company when autumn's all around. I don't search for meaning lately, the air already knows my name. Maybe peace is just acceptance and nothing stays the same. I don't need forever, just this sky, half asleep and painted white. If all things fade, then so will I, but I'll fade with open eyes. The days stretch thin like golden thread, tied loosely to the past. Old dreams sleep beneath the hedges, still breathing but fading fast. A bird lifts off without a sound. The clouds move slow, unplanned, and for a moment I feel weightless, with the sun against my hand. The scent of wood and quiet rain fills the corners of my mind. It's not sadness, just remembering the tenderness of time. Maybe autumn doesn't end at all, it just teaches how to stay, to hold things softly, let them fall, and love them anyway. I don't need forever, just this sky, half asleep and painted white. If all things fade, then so will I, but I'll fade with open eyes. So here I stand, the colors turning, no rush left in my chest. If this is all, it's still enough. The quiet doing its best.
The air still smells like salt and heat, but the wind forgot how to stay warm. I trace old laughter in the dust, like footprints fading after storms. The sunlight bends through broken blinds and lands on places we once knew. There's a chill behind the curtains now, as if the room remembers too. I thought the season might forgive the way we tried to make it last, but time moves quiet, unforgiving, like sand that slips too fast. Goodbye, my summer made of glass. You cracked beneath my hands at last. I kept the warmth, I lost the rest. Still hearing echoes in my chest. The blue sky hums, but softer now. A tone that asks for letting go somehow. And I do, though I never meant to call goodbye. I'm still beneath you. Call goodbye. There's frost inside the evening air, where laughter used to intertwine. The ice begins where shadows start and ends where you were once still mine. I walk past corners painted gold by memories that never fade. The world pretends it's moving on, but I can't tell if I've been saved. The days grow thin, the nights grow deep. I trade my fire for borrowed sleep. Your name still hums beneath my breath, the warmth I wear though nothing's left. Goodbye, my summer made of glass. You cracked beneath my hands at last. I kept the warmth, I lost the rest. Still hearing echoes in my chest. The sky still burns, but not for me. A quiet truth I finally see. I whisper low to fading blue. Cold bell goodbye. I once had you. Cold goodbye. I once had you. The light spills quiet on the floor, where your laughter used to stay. Curtains move like they remember you in that slow and certain way. The tea's gone cold, I don't replace it. Just watch the steam that never came. It's strange how air can feel so crowded when no one ever says my name. A song we liked hums through the wall, but softer now like air forgot the tune. I almost reach for you again, then stop, as if the air might bruise. Your shadow lives in corners still, where I pretend it's only light. I talk to dust the way I used to you, and it listens quiet, polite. Love never left, it just learned to stay unseen. Love never left, it just learned to stay unseen. The moon leans heavy on the glass, too close, too pale, too kind. I walk the line between still yours and trying not to mind. The clock ticks off like it's afraid to count what's missing here. Every sound folds into silence, even the silence disappears. Sometimes I dream you're just away, somewhere time forgot to tell. I wake to find the same old air just as well. I open windows, close my eyes, let night press gently through. The dark feels less like emptiness and more like loving you. Love never left, it just learned to stay unseen. Love never left, it just learned to stay unseen.
There's a picture frame that tilts a bit, still catching morning through the glass. The colors blur, the edges fade, but somehow that's what makes them last. I hear the sound of distant shoes, like echoes walking back in time. The floorboards hum the same old tune, the one we never learned to rhyme. The clock still hums a patient friend, its hands too slow, too kind to move. Dust has learned the art of staying the way I learned with thoughts of you. I find your name in folded notes, in margins where we used to dream. And every laugh that never aged still ripples softly underneath the seams. Some memories don't fade, they whisper quieter each year. They whisper quieter each year. The street outside has changed its face. New signs, new sounds, but same old air. I walk it slow, my shadow long, as if you might still meet me there. The window of that corner store still smells of ink and sugared bread. I almost wave, I almost speak to ghosts that turn their heads instead. The evening folds like worn out cloth, the sky forgets its brighter hue. I trace the past in passing glass, and it reflects a younger view. We never said goodbye, not really, just pause between the laughs we knew. Now I keep them like small lights that flicker on the nights I can't get through. Some memories don't fade, they whisper quieter each year. They whisper quieter each year. The city hums like it's half awake, breathing smoke and quiet prayers. Windows flicker, one stays on, a promise hanging in the air. I walk where streetlights lean and blink, each one stuttering out of tune. My hands are cold but holding tight to something I can't quite lose. The wind keeps talking and it's cold, half comfort, half demand. I try to listen through the blur, but all I hear is where I stand. This fear that hums beneath my ribs, a restless trembling kind of truth, still somewhere deep. A softer note begins to rise, begins to move. Hope doesn't shout, it flickers, and still I follow. Morning spills in slow and strange, through curtains frayed but still intact. The world looks tired but somehow kind, like it forgives what it can't get back. I breathe and count the tiny sounds, the kettle sighs, the floorboards groan. Each noise reminds me I'm still here, even when I'm most alone. I don't expect a sudden light, just the smallest proof it stays. A bird outside forgets the cold and sings as if it knows the way. The sky, still bruised, begins to pale, and maybe that's enough to start a thin, uncertain thread of gold that ties itself around my heart. Hope doesn't shout, it flickers, and still I follow. Window hums with silver light, trees lean low like they remember me. I pack too little but it feels enough, a map, a code, a space to breathe. The wind keeps whispering sideways words, soft as pages turn too soon. A half-sung thought I used to know drifts somewhere past the afternoon. Old signs blur but I don't mind, they fade away, good things must. The air tastes faintly of rain and time, and both are easier to trust. I watch the colors lose their names and wonder what I'm leaving behind. Maybe some roads aren't meant to end, just loop through the edges of the mind. Every mile feels like remembering, not leaving. Every mile feels like remembering, not leaving. By dusk, the sky forgets to glow, only keeps a quiet kind of gold. The silence folds around my steps like a story someone left untold. The hills breathe smoke from hidden towns, their lights blink slow, then fade away. Strange how peace can ache like this, how stillness knows what hearts can't say. The rear view holds what won't return, the road ahead hums low and thin. trace the fog along the glass and feel it move beneath my skin. No final stop, no grand goodbye, just autumn humming under breath. Maybe I travel not to find, but to learn how to forget. Every mile feels like remembering, not leaving. Every mile feels like remembering, not leaving. Ooh, every mile feels like not leaving. Every mile feels like not leaving.
You said my name like a thought had formed, a note that faded before it fell. Your eyes were calm, too calm, maybe, like water that hides what it won't tell. The room was warm but never close. Our laughter curved but didn't stay. I reached for something in your tone, but found the quiet in its place. There's kindness there, I know it well, but kindness isn't always true. Sometimes it's just a softer way to say I'm not the same as you. You smiled like someone keeping time to music only you could hear, and I kept still, afraid to break the fragile rhythm pulling near. Love shouldn't echo, yet here I am, listening for yours. You talk of plans of someday soon, but never of the days we're in. Each promise feels like folded air, pressed smooth and lost within your grin. I trace your words the way I used to draw hearts in fogged up glass. They shine and fade, then leave behind the outline of what couldn't last. Your touch is gentle, almost kind, but there's a pause beneath your hand, a distance made of what's unsaid, a truth that only silence stands. I wonder if you ever look and see the same small doubt in me. Two shadows talking side by side, pretending not to wanna leave. Love shouldn't echo, yet here I am, listening for yours. The mirror waits, it never lies, but today I look it in the eye. There's dust on dreams I left too long, still they hum a half-remembered song. The world feels wide, a little sharp, like air that bites but wakes you clean. I trace the edges of my fear and find a pulse that still believes, a quiet truth beneath the noise. I'm smaller than I thought I'd be, but lighter too, and somehow real, like when the learn soar. There's something brave in standing still. Before I even reach the door, I may not shine, but I stand, and that's enough for now. The ground feels solid underfoot, though I've stumbled through the same old street. The sky's too bright, the car's too loud, but I hum along beneath the beat. Mistakes still whisper through the cracks, yet softer now, they sound like me. Every scar a map, I keep a quiet kind of victory. I walk not taller, but awake with warmth where doubt once used to stay. Even failure feels like flight that just forgot which wings to raise. And if I fall, I'll fall with grace, with eyes wide open, breath drawn deep. Because this life, this trembling place still moves beneath the faith I keep. I may not shine, but I stand, and that's enough for now. Oh no, I may not shine, but I stand, and enough for now.
The coffee cooled before I knew. The morning light forgot your name. There's a ghost of laughter in the air, hanging like the scent of rain. I walk the path we used to take. The leaves don't whisper quite the same. Even silence feels rehearsed, like it's waiting for you to speak again. And I tell myself it's only time that fades the edge, that blurs the line. But every hour I find a trace of you hiding in my mind's embrace. You're the space between the words I say, the shadow that the light obeys. You linger in the quiet part where memory hums and daylight fades. I keep pretending I've moved on, but every stillness proves me wrong. Your jacket sleeps upon the chair, as if it knows you'll come again. The window hums a low refrain, the kind that never says when. I read the letters in your tone, still folded inside the wind. The sky forgets to turn to blue, and I forget where I begin. I tell the night I'm doing fine, but it just stares and steals my lines. And in the dark your voice remains at a tender ache I can't explain. You're the space between the words I say, the shadow that the light obeys. You linger in the quiet part where memory hums and daylight fades. I reach for sleep, but dreams replay the echo of your slow decay. So if you hear a whisper near, it's just the thought of you caught somewhere the heart can't mend, between what's gone and what won't end. Morning hums like a soft-spoken friend, pouring gold across the kitchen floor. Steam curls from the cup in my hand, and I don't chase thoughts anymore. The clock forgets to move for a while. The air just holds me where I am. No need to name this gentle quiet, it already knows who I am. I don't need fireworks to know I'm alive, just the way the curtain breathes with the light. If this is forever or only tonight, it's enough, it's alright. Footsteps fade through the afternoon. A melody hums from the street below. I don't remember when I stopped looking for something louder than slow. The world keeps spinning its tangled tune, but it's softer now, somehow kind. Maybe happiness was never the fire, just the warmth that stayed behind. I don't need fireworks to know I'm alive, just the way the curtain breathes with the light. This is forever or only tonight, it's enough, it's alright. All that rushing, all that reaching, all that reaching fell quiet when I learned to stand still. Oh, there's peace in not asking for meaning, just letting the silence fill. I don't need promises dressed in gold, the sun on the wall is enough to hold. If this is forever or only tonight, it's enough, it feels right. Ooh. You laugh first, the sound still stays like sunlight caught between the blinds. We spoke of nothing but it meant the most, little truths we never had to find. The world was louder back those days, but we were louder still somehow, trading dreams like paper planes, believing everyone will end for now. Your jacket smelled like summer rain, mine like dust and borrowed time. We
we built whole cities out of talk, then left them standing in our minds. You said some people never change. I said we prove them wrong one day. Now I think maybe staying kind was our quietest kind of brave. Some hearts don't fade, they just rest in the spaces between us. Years leaning without a sound, but I still hear your easy tone, like a record worn but never tired, still spinning in an empty home. Your words return in stranger ways, the smell of road, a sky half gray. They find me when I'm half asleep and sit beside what I can't say. I don't call much, I never know what time your new life keeps, but I hope you're laughing somewhere now, where the air still hums and softly speaks. And if someday the world feels wide, too wide to touch or to recall, just know you live in every pause between my rise and fall. Some hearts don't fade, they just rest in the spaces between us. Some hearts don't fade, they just rest in the spaces between us. Morning leans against the window, half a smile caught in the glass. The air tastes like something starting, like promises we almost asked. The leaves don't fall, they hesitate, suspended in their gentle doubt. Even the wind seems to be waiting for something they can't talk about. There's warmth beneath the cool of change, a rhythm under quiet days. The sun hums low, the world rearranged in softer, slower ways. Maybe hope's not loud or bright, maybe it moves in smaller signs, a flicker of gold and borrowed light, a pause between the lines. It feels like something's coming soon. I can't name it, but I know the sky is learning how to bloom, and I'm just letting go. The evenings stretch a little longer, like time forgot its pace. There's a kindness in the shadows now, and courage in the space. The trees lean close, the world exhales, everything whispers, wait and see. I laugh at how the air can hold a secret meant for me. All summer's noise fades into hush, but not the kind that disappears. It's more like breath before the rush, a stillness built from years. If change is what the heart's made for, then maybe this is why we stay, to feel the shift, to dream some more, and meet the light halfway. It feels like something's coming soon. I can't name it, but I know the sky is learning how to bloom, and I'm just letting go. No answers yet, no reason clear, just colors that begin to grow. The world leans forward,
sky drifts like it's half asleep, brushed in amber, soft and slow. A leaf lands quiet on the step. It doesn't ask where it should go. The kettle hums a lazy tune. The light folds warm across the chair. Nothing rushes, nothing proves, just breath and time and open air. A train hums faintly far away. The sound feels older than the day I trace the steam that fades too soon, and think of all I meant to say. But here in this unhurried hour, the world feels small enough to hold. Even silence wears a color not gray, but calm and gold. I don't need the world to turn fast. I like it right here, where moments last. I don't need the world to turn fast. I like it right here, where moments last. By evening the roads forget their names, and lights bloom gentle one by one. The breeze tastes faintly sweet and strange, like fruit that's ripened in the sun. I walk the line between the years, where endings lean into begin. Each shadow stretches without fear, each breath invites me in. Maybe peace is just a pattern, a rhythm found when we don't chase. The heart learns slower laughter then, and time learns not to race. Somewhere, someone plays a song too far to catch, but near enough. I hum along, not right, not wrong, just quiet, slow, and full of love. I don't need the world to turn fast. I like it right here, where more